Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinals, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the SMU Mustangs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So SMU's offense is on the field for the first time today. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. This offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football, so we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. High the chains now on 2nd and long. He'll keep it himself. Past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Got a wide open receiver. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
He'll do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, SMU! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Stanford's offense will take the field for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. To throw, it's Wicks. Pocket breaking down. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
Well, this team came out with their hair on fire. The offense drives down the field, scores a touchdown on their opening possession, and now the defense is dominating as well. Already their second sack, and you've got to give this head coach a ton of credit. He did a great job getting this football team physically and mentally ready to play here today.
Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Makes the grab. It's Maddox. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation.
It's a seam wide open. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Mustangs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Williams will pass. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A 3rd down stop now to see what they do on 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Guys, they're really starting to find a rhythm in conference play now. They'll try to keep it going through the rest of this ACC slate.
I think it's really important because they're building confidence early in the season. There were a lot of expectations on this team to play well, and they've been doing that. Obviously,
and the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that down for the quarterback. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Stanford lines up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. Got it behind the line. It's Lyle. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Williams looking for a man. Unloads it left. He's got an open man. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Mustangs! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And this will be hit there, forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The play action fake. Finds the tight end.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Looking downfield, it's Wicks. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They just keep firing. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Scrambling away. Running into the open space. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Stanford quickly to the line.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
I think the offensive coordinators are there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs and hopefully move the football.
The Cardinal will have to come up with a huge play to keep this drive going on third down. There's the pressure. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll look to pin him deep. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Basically everything they've tried has worked, scoring a couple of touchdowns and a field goal in their first 3 possessions. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Williams will pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And this offense doing more of what they do. This is the #1 offense in the country in first downs. They find a way to continue to move the football, run, pass, so much balance. This offense is so good.
The Mustangs getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Throwing right. Got him downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And the Mustangs will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, SMU.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on? Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Wicks. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got him this time. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets to the 23. Takes the handoff. It's Brady. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The Cardinal will have to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front.
He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 15. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. USC is down right now, but this lead is not insurmountable. This is a program that's produced Keyshawn Johnson and Lynn Swann. So big playmaking is always a possibility. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Minnesota. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the ground with the back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. It's Wicks. Caught behind the line. It's Brady. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Buying some time. He'll throw it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and making a big INT for this defense.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. The short hands. It's McClure. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Catch in the middle. It's Black. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And here comes the offense on second down. To the air. It's Wicks. Under fire. He'll pull it down and run. There he goes. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
To the air on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Bray. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. To the air on second down. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cardinal.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
And he puts through the extra point. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Mustangs send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Back to throw, it's Wicks. Oh, they're after him. Grabbed over the middle, it's Bray. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Stanford! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And that touchdown was massive for the offense. Gives them confidence heading into halftime, but remember, they're going to be receiving first in the third quarter, so they get an opportunity to cut even further into this lead. That was a huge play.
And with the extra point, they're down 31-14. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Dallas. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Gerald J. Ford Stadium.
And the Mustangs will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. To the air, it's Wicks. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's second and long. Wants to go up top. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's caught. It's Ross. They're showing that toughness using the ground game to create breathing room. They've got it out to the 15. Quarterback on the keeper. And the ball's on the ground. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, SMU. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
On the move and looking deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Here's a heat. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. Stanford lines up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Gives it on the option. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Williams looking for a man. Wide open downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver in the middle of the field.
They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Tosses it incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Using his feet to buy time. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back play. And the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Unloads to the wideout. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown Mustangs!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Charlotte fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Washington State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
They turning it on. Picks up the first down. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Motion from the wide receiver. They're going to ride this running back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Dropping back, it's Wicks. Under fire. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll run play action. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This guy's just playing like an All-American his last couple of games out. Now, last game he had 2 sacks. He just registered his 2nd sack in this game. He has been virtually unblockable.
The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Setting up the screen. At the 45 on its way. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Looking to throw on first down. Had to get rid of it quickly.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? To the air, it's Quicks. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. That's caught. It's Brown. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a fourth down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. No good. I guess the idea was to chip away at a big lead. Consider the lead not chipped away at. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Looking for space. It's Lyle. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Wants to go up top on first down. Bringing the heat. Going to try to get it himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a first down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big plays.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
The Mustangs line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll run the option. The pitch. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, SMU. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And you got to be so disciplined when you play the option. You got to keep your eyes on your guy. They lost track of the pitch, man. The quarterback pitches it to him. He takes it in the house. Got to be a little bit more sound on defense.
And he tacks on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone, and you're stopped at the 8. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Let's see what they've got on second down. Dropping back, it's Quicks. Makes the catch, it's Ross. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So we open the final period with a third down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. try to barge their way in. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. The screen, he's got wheels. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. 14. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Put it where only his man could get it, and gave him enough room to get the foot down. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. He's got his man, makes the grab.
And 3rd down is money down. I got to have guys that come up big, and really nice job of understanding where I'm out on the field to make sure I keep that foot in bounds and get the big 1st down.
Touchdown, SMU! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Georgia State is getting handled right now at home. Someone needs to step in here, throw in the towel, and stop this fight. They're trailing by 21 to Arkansas State. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. That's caught. It's Hussein. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes the catch at the 30. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Off play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Touchdown, Mustangs! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And he made the extra point without problem. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. 14. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. Scanning the field, it's Tomlinson. Fires to the tight end. There he goes. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. With the catch, it's Alexander. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Cardinal come to the line facing 3rd and short. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, 1st down and more. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds. This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Alexander.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. Gonna look downfield again. Fires on the move. He's open on the right. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down. quick strike complete. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Smart move to keep it on the ground.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Williams will pass. And the timing just a hair off.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Green. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been...